Hi Forest Kids! Hey, guess what I did today? I did something so fun and I thought maybe you would like to do something like this when you have some time and maybe a little bit of help from one of your brothers or sisters or your mom or grandma. Somebody can help you get this together. I made a little sculpture of, I don't know if you can see it, the little raccoon from the story that I read you, Wait Till the Moon is Full. And I wanted to show you how I made this little raccoon, and you could do the same thing with ingredients that are right there in your kitchen. It's quite simple. All you're going to need is a little bit of flour and a little bit of salt and a little bit of water. And if you have a little bit of oil, that helps too, but it's not completely necessary. So come where you can see. All you have to do is mix 2 parts flour to 1 part salt. That means that if I have this much flour, then I take the same container and I don't fill it the whole way. I only fill it halfway with salt. So I have half as much salt as I do flour. I'm gonna mix it into a bowl, and then I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of water to get it started. Don't mix too much. And a tiny, tiny, tiny drop of oil. What the oil does is it helps the dough that you're making, the modeling dough, it helps it to be real plastic. So you're gonna mix this up. It'll start looking like a cookie dough. And then as you work it and get all that salt and flour all mixed up together, get that oil mixed in there, you end up with a dough that you can shape. You maybe have made these before, but look at that. So once you have a dough that can be shaped, you can create your sculpture of a character from one of your books that you're reading right now. If you want to, you can even break your dough in parts and add paint. And if you add paint, you end up with colored dough. So maybe your character has a red scarf or brown hair or something like that. You can actually color the dough with paint. Once you have your dough and you want to think through if you want to do just your character's head, like I did, or their whole body, you can sculpt and create your character. Another fun thing you can do with this dough is you can run it through, this is a little cheese grater I have. If I run that dough through my cheese grater, it makes these cool little button shapes. Maybe you would like to make hair with those for your character. I even ran mine through a garlic press. You might have one of these at your house. When you run it through a garlic press, it creates this cool textured stuff that looks like hair. So you want to make a sculpture of your little character. After you have it exactly the way you want it, you're going to turn your oven on to 200 degrees and put your little sculpture on a cookie sheet, and you want to put it in the oven for many, many hours. If it's kind of thick, like mine, I might leave it in there all day from the time I get up till maybe when I go to bed at night. It's not super hot, but it's enough to cook your little character. I think that's all I wanted to share. We sure would love to see what you come up with making one of the characters from one of your books. Maybe you could send a picture of it to Miss Van Vliet, and she can send it on to me, and we would love to see what you create at home. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.